Jai Shri Ram. Today I will tell you a story of two friends, one an atheist and the other a believer. Now this is based on the most popular law in science, which you know, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. But sometimes we find that this law doesn't seem to be operating, and bad people are having a nice time, good people are suffering. So therefore I modified this law and I made it sound like this. Every action has a more than equal, more than opposite, delayed reaction. Well, sometimes the reactions are instant. Suppose you are feeling very thirsty, you take a glass of water, you are satisfied, that's an instant reaction. But all things are not so simple. Right. So, now let's get back. I'm reminded of Kabir. धीरे धीरे रे मना धीरे सब कुछ होए माली सींचे सौ गड़ा ऋतु आए फल होए. So if you sow a seed today, you cannot get the fruit immediately, right? So it takes time. Now, these two friends, one was an atheist, the other was a believer. They were good friends. They went for a walk, and the believer found a temple. He got inside, did some archana, and came back. As soon as they were walking along the road, a car hit them. Both of them flew in different directions. The believer had a lot of cuts on his hand, and he was bleeding profusely. And the atheist, this fellow fell into a pit, and there he noticed that there was a gold chain. He picked up that gold chain, he came out, and he told his friend, "Hey, oh my God, you're bleeding." So he had to be taken to the hospital, get some stitches done, and the atheist said, "See, all your belief, God did not save you. Okay, and see, I never believed in God, and I got a gold chain here." So the believer kept quiet, and they were walking. Then suddenly, under a tree, there was a yogi sitting and meditating. This atheist, as usual, they have this tendency, some people, to talk nonsense. He said, "Look at this lazy fellow doing nothing and sitting and meditating. It is better he work," or something like that. So the yogi heard the discussion and then called both of them, "Hey, come here, come here." So both of them came. The atheist was a little scared. But the yogi said, "Don't worry, nothing to worry." The yogi said, "Hey, listen, man. In yoga, there is something called Ritambhara Prajna. Ritambhara Prajna. One look at the person, a true yogi can know what you are, your past, your prarabdham, and many things. So these are some unbelievable things." So the yogi said, "Hey, listen, man, you are an atheist. And because of all the trash talking that you have done in your life, demotivating people and doing all things, you actually should deserve to get a great treasure, but you ended up with a small gold chain. This fellow should have had a broken leg, but he ended up with just a few stitches." That is how it is. So when you are devoted to God, there are lots of virtues that you accrue. You become a good person. So many virtues. 16th chapter, 26 virtues. Bhagavan Sri Krishna lists out 26 virtues. So the yogi said, so if you think you have achieved something, you are actually a fool, because you deserve to have got a big treasure, but you ended up with one small gold chain, which is probably a few tens of thousands. But this fellow should have actually broken his legs and arms, but he just managed to escape with a few stitches. That is how God will also take care, and concessions are given. So be careful. Every word that you utter, every thought that you think, and every deed that you do will have repercussions. My law. Every action has a more than equal, more than opposite, delayed reactions. Of course, sometimes the reactions are quick too. Yes, Shri Ram.